My name is Beth Ladwig. I am the producer of Bitter Sober. I'm one of the owners of the record label that Bitter Sober's on, and I also play bass. I've been playing in San Diego for, I'd have to say, 12 years. And I was the lead singer, well, actually just and songwriter for my old band called Ladwig. And then we kind of just split our separate ways because everyone got a little older and owned businesses, wanted to settle down, that kind of thing. So we still get together and play once a year for a children's fundraiser. It's called Kids Are Noteworthy. It's to save music and art programs in a charter school. It's called Albert Einstein here in San Diego. We didn't have a lot of money growing up and music lessons, and you couldn't pick a more expensive hobby other than like car racing or something, you know what I mean? So I bought like my first guitar from, I think it was a Goodwill. I gave it up because I was like, oh, I'm terrible. But what I didn't realize is it wouldn't stay in tune. So then I saved up and bought a real guitar. And then I just started learning songs from Nirvana songs. That's how I taught myself how to play guitar. One of my really good friends, Josh Monroy, he works for Sony, and he's also a house engineer for Ludacris. And I did an album with him, I don't even remember how long ago now, maybe 6 years ago. So he did all the production and did everything for me, and I flew out to Atlanta and I sang on it. They were all my songs, but he had done, different twists on them. And Josh and I just became really good friends. We hit it off. And so he flew out here and built my studio for me and gave me a crash course. So Josh is definitely my mentor, and he's awesome. I can call him, I can't figure this out, and I can call him, and he thinks I'm crazy. He's like, that's so easy. Producing Bitter Sober, they weren't really a band when I met them. They had just formed. I don't even think Amanda was playing on a kit yet. And they found me through MySpace. They friend requested me on MySpace, and I recognized Sherry, and I was like, that girl seems so familiar. And it turns out she sold me a vehicle like 2 or 3 years before that. So I listened to their stuff, and there was definite potential in there, and I just think her voice is amazing, and her songwriting is fantastic. So they've been great to work with because they were very moldable and very, you could shape their sound. And we're still working on that because that's so important. But what we've done is come up with a sound that I think is pretty unique. It's indie, it's still it's still pop, but it's really edgy. The Bitter Sober project is, I really, really am trying to get them national exposure. And I think that we have a shot at that. We're a really small label with not a lot of resource, but I think me being in the community and being here in San Diego for so long and making the friends that I have, I think that we have a shot, just networking, and I see so many people burning bridges, and that's just not my MO. I just like to try to keep tight with everybody, and it's like if one person makes it out of this community, we've all made it. What does Bitter Sober mean to me? It means everything. Those girls are my family, I've learned, they always say like, oh, I've learned so much from you, but I've actually learned so much from them as well. And I'd do anything for them. So, and then plus it means like, I feel stronger about this project than I have about any other project. And I think like the tours, when we tour, we all get closer and closer, and now I just feel like I know them so well, which helps the music, But yeah, those little shits mean a lot to me.